Am I the a-hole for telling my wife that she can stay home this Thanksgiving? My wife is a grade A+ picky eater. It's bothersome to a certain degree, but on holidays basically the shit show begins. She'd refuse to eat certain meals and mom would take it personally, which results in a series of arguments between them. As a compromise this year, my wife offered to bring her own food to Thanksgiving dinner. I was stunned. I asked if she thought this through and she looked at me confused. I told her about how weird it'd be for her to bring her own food, especially when she wouldn't be sharing it with anybody else, and told her to think about how mom will react. She'd get very offended and upset. My wife said that it's not her problem and that she was just trying to make it work by bringing her own meal. I told her again that mom might not like nor even allow this. She blew up at me asking if I want her to either eat food she doesn't like or go hungry. I suggested she give my mom's food a chance, but she said it wasn't about my mom's cooking, she just doesn't like certain foods. We had an argument and I ended up telling she could stay home this Thanksgiving and have whatever meal she likes. She got quiet, then lashed out on me, calling me insensitive and negative to say this to her. I repeatedly asked her to calm down, but she couldn't stop ranting about how I was basically willing to exclude her from a major event. She started cold shouldering me about it while at the same time guilting me, saying I'm treating her poorly after she offered the perfect compromise. Update: and so, my wife has decided to go spend Thanksgiving with her family, who by the way live hours away, so this means unnecessary travel expenses, instead, and basically ditch me for a whole week. Y'all happy now? Though I appreciate some insightful comments on the situation. Some others, not so much, especially with those assumptions claiming that my wife has allergies, she does not. Y'all get that from? But anyway. It's all good now, I guess, though I'm not too thrilled with her decision. I feel like she's doing it to spite me or get me to cave in. Am I the a-hole for doing a mother-son dance with my stepmom at my wedding? I'm 29, currently planning a wedding, and we're getting into the nitty-gritty details. For background, my parents got divorced when I was 5. The divorce happened after my dad fell in love with his current wife / my stepmom Alice. They claim they didn't cheat but waited to be separated before anything physical happened. I don't know or need to know whether that's true at this point. My dad and Alice got married and were living together by the time I was 7. They had my 2 siblings within the next 4 years. My parents had split custody and Alice was 100% a mother figure to me. We are very close, she's been there for me for every tough moment of my life. She also helped pay for my college and grad school, which I'm extremely appreciative of. My mom is a good mom, but we've never been as close as I am with my dad and Alice. Our personalities are just very different. We're planning the first dances right now and have my first dance with my fiancé, and she has hers picked out with her dad. Her parents are still married, so there's no drama there. Being so close to Alice, I really don't feel right excluding her and only doing a dance with my mom, so I asked her if she'd be comfortable doing one with me as well. She was overjoyed and cried with emotion. I'm really excited for it. But once my mom found out, she flipped out. Said I'm replacing her like my dad replaced her. I told her it's not a replacement, but she's been so supportive of me my entire life and I consider her a true bonus mother, so I don't want to exclude her. She doesn't want to accept that. Yesterday my aunt, mom's sister, called me and ripped me a new one. I know it's a little controversial, but in my heart it's what I really want to do. Am I the a-hole for going through with this and having 2 mother-son dances? Personally, I've been to a few weddings with steps involved where there were 2 mother-son or father-daughter and it seemed really sweet, not like overkill. I would do shortened versions of the songs so it won't be too long if that matters. Am I the a-hole for assuming don't worry about it means you don't have to pay for that at a bar? Last weekend I went to a casino for one of my old friend's birthday. It's a weekend thing, we stay Friday night through Sunday morning. So Saturday night, our last night at the casino, I'm down $200 because my friends don't let me stop gambling until they're ready to stop gambling. I just want to lock my wallet in a safe at this point and leave the casino, but we've got this dinner at a fancy restaurant booked and then reservations at a nightclub VIP thing after. I just got the side salad and a water at dinner because I can't afford any of this. Then we go to the nightclub and I just get water again. My friend says, "Why are you getting water here?" I say I'm just gonna stay on the cheap for the rest of the night because money is tight now. He says, "Hey, don't worry about it." I say, "Really?" And he says again, "Yeah, don't worry about it." I assume this phrase, when said in this context, means I'm buying your next drink. So I order my favorite cocktail, tell the bartender to put it on my friend's tab, and go back to the dance floor. When the end of the night came and we were closing out our tabs, my one drink was on my friend's tab. He told the bartender there was a mistake because he didn't order that. I reminded him that he said he was buying it for me. He said I never said that. I just told you not to worry about it. Like, we're on vacation. Life is short. Don't worry about stuff like that. At this point I'm a little pissed because I would normally never buy that drink at that price given the current situation I'm in. The only reason I didn't get water or soda was because I thought my friend was offering to paying for it. We got into a small argument there in the bar, but I dropped it because it was his birthday. Days later he's still joking about it in the group chat like, I can't believe you thought I was buying your drink, and I keep telling him it's a dick move to say what he said without realizing that most people mean that phrase to mean they're paying for it. My friend group is weirdly split. People who knew about it that night seem to side with me, but people who found out later on are siding with my friend and saying I shouldn't be putting drinks on other people's tabs unless I'm 100% they're okay with that. Am I the a-hole? Edit. Getting a lot of questions about them. My friends don't let me stop gambling until they're ready to stop gambling kind, so I thought I'd add on to that part. We were there from Friday night until Sunday morning, and the plan was to play blackjack and games like that most of the time we were there. Within a couple hours of showing up, I'm up about $100 from when I walked in, and I was content with that because it would have paid for my split of the hotel room. My friends then all started giving me shit for cashing out so early. The comment that got me was from a different friend was, why would you even come on a casino weekend if you're going to stop playing on the first night? What are you even going to do for the next 2 days? And everyone seemed to agree with that statement, so I went and got more chips to avoid bringing people down at what is supposed to be a celebration.